Are you having trouble with the taillights or the backup lights on your Grand Caravan or Town and Country? I'm gonna take them apart and show you how easy it is to either swap a bulb or just to swap out the whole unit. Should be fairly easy. I'm Uncle Mark. Step-by-step instructions as we go along. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do, if you're either trying to get some of these lights running, is open your hatch, and that's when you're gonna access the mounts, the bolts that are actually holding it in. It's fairly easy. It's just held in with two bolts. So you'll need a socket to get it off of here. What I'm using here looks like it's a 10 millimeter socket I'm using to do this bolt. I've got a couple small extensions for the socket because it is a little ways in. I'll put 2 links in the description. And I'm using a flex head ratchet, which are kind of nice to have too. Of course, these tools are always come in handy a little later on when you're doing other work on your vehicle. So, just loosening up. So lefty-loosey, right? Left. We're taking it out, and there you go. Show you what it looks like as well. What else we got here? Look down at the bottom. Below this rubber stopper. And again, turn the bolt to the left. And it should come out fairly easy. They're not held in super tight. When we put them back in, we're just going to snug them up. And now this has got 2 clips holding it in, so we're going to gently try and get it out. There is a place here you could probably get your fingers in just to get a little more of a grasp on it. But again, we want to be gentle. Trying to pull that side out because there's 2 little fingers captured in little, I don't know what you want to call them, there's little rubber pieces there anyway that they got, like a grommet that they go into. They're just sitting in there, but they're sitting in there pretty tight. I guess the person could always spray some WD-40 in there when we get it out, so that next time maybe it pops out a little easier. So you just want to just gently just try and pull it out. Pull it straight back, but you don't want to pull it to the side at all. And there you see there's a finger up there that goes into that little hole and one on the bottom. So, a couple wires we have to undo to get it out. So if it's your backup light, it's this bottom one right here. And again, you turn it to the left or counterclockwise. It's about a quarter turn and it should come out. There it is, a clear bulb. I'll show you what the number is and how it comes out. You just kind of rock it sideways, gently, and it should pop out. And that's what it looks like. The numbers on the other side, lots of numbers on here, but it's a 3157, top right-hand corner. 3157, and it's a clear bulb. Now, there's 2 different ways this can go in, and they both will work. As long as it snaps in, it's fine. You might have to rock it to get it in there as well. And that is our bulb for our backup lights. Now, if it's a brake light or a turn signal or a running light, park light, there's an issue there. Those are not replaceable. It's a big LED on a circuit board. I'll show you that right in a minute. But we'll try and put this back in. It only goes in one way as well. We'll show you a little closer. It's got some fingers and they're all different lengths, so they have to go in the right hole, and it goes clockwise. So I'll take that out again because we're going to take this whole light apart. Counterclockwise, it comes out. See the fingers there? Now this is attached in the middle, and I thought I could just use one of these kind of door panel tools to undo this clip, but the clip goes into a plastic piece, and I'm thinking, no, not a good idea. Don't try and pull it out of there. There's a better way, and that is this little clip here. If you can just pull it up a little bit, it's a lock, and then this whole thing will slide. Just give me a second here, and it's just holding this whole piece together here. See how it slides in a little track? We'll put it back in right away and I'll show you. It has a little clip in there that holds it from moving or popping out. If you follow the wires down to here, here's the problem. It's like a normal bulb. They must have reused these back parts of the lights. Turn out, oh, there's more wires, so that can't come out. put that back in. And the wiring harness does unplug though, like a normal bulb would. Just a little clipper. If I push it and rock it, and there it goes. So what you'd have to do if one of the red lights wasn't working properly, oh boy, there's a lot of dirt in here, you'd have to just replace the whole unit. Put a link in the description maybe for some too. Although I'm finding a lot of these LED lights, these kind of things don't seem to last as long as the factory. So I did some mirrors a while back, but those red lights will not work, or are not replaceable. Here, we'll show you back in here. Look way inside, you see there's a circuit board in there. And that's all it is, with a bunch of little LEDs soldered to it. But back to what I was saying about some of these LED lights. I bought some for mirrors or for third brake lights, and it seems you get a couple, 3 years out of them and then they're not working. Well, if this has been working fine for 10 years, maybe I should go back to the factory one. Although they're probably like 3 or 4 times as much money. But you get what you pay for. Click this back in. A little closer look at it. So let me get my fingers attached here. So you see how this little clip works by pushing down. Let's go that tab. I think you understand that. Only goes one way. We'll push it until it kind of clicks. And we'll put this other piece on, the wiring harness. If you recall how it went on there, it slid off. We're going to slide it back on the same way. Not the easiest thing. It might be easier if you unhook the wire first. That goes to my left, or your left. And then clip this on here, but I'm going to be stubborn and just keep doing it. So there we go. I think it's... Slip it in there. I don't know if you can see right there's a little catch that it's going to be on. So now it's on. Let's make sure it is hanging on it. It's not going to fall off. It looks good to me. Now put our backup light back in there. There we go. Give it a turn. Try and get it in there. It's a little tight. You can see it only goes in one way. Those fingers clockwise, and it's secure. With the wires out of the way, we're going to try and get this all back together. Of course, it's got those little fingers that go into these little rubber pieces. Like I said, maybe you could always spray some lubricant in there if you want. Might make it a little easier to pop out next time. And on the inside, closer to the inside of the van, we see these pieces have to go around the body panels. There's metal there. So you just kind of line them up a little bit. You're not going to be too far off. And then those little fingers go into those holes that we talked about. Just kind of line them up, the top one and the bottom one. Of course, you want to be gentle with this. Give it a couple little taps or pushes and it should click in. Now we're going to get to the other side there and put those bolts back in, those 10 millimeters. What size are these? The thread size, in case you lose one and just want to try and find an extra bolt somewhere. I'll put what they are on the screen here right now. And it's an M6 is what you need, an M6. And I'm not really sure how long this bolt is that I'm taking out here, but I'll put a link in the description for this little necklace that has got the standard size and the metric threads. And one nice thing is you can either put a bolt in there or you can put a nut on there, either side, and it'll tell you the thread. Very handy for when you lose a bolt. Back to this, okay, we've got the top one. I'm going to snug it up first. Don't need it too tight. We'll do the bottom one next. And then once we know everything's lined up, we can tighten them up. So, pretty simple stuff. Then we'll tighten the other one up. Top right hand corner here, there's a playlist of the Grand Caravan in case you want to know more repair videos on this vehicle. Plus, channel's got all sorts of stuff as well. Maybe give me the thumbs up if you don't mind. And that way, YouTube will know I'm doing a good job. I'm going to tighten this one as well. These are not super tight. They're just, you know, hand tight. That's why I'm not really reefing on it too hard. Should be good enough. We're just going to check to make sure that they do work. I have one more note to tell you. Okay, so the brakes are working. Okay, so our backup light's working. That's good. Should always check them all. Of course, we can't do nothing about the top ones, right? But you'll notice there's a marker light right here too. That's an LED, not replaceable either. So that's the way they make this stuff nowadays. The LEDs are nice when they're working, but when you want to replace them, there's a problem. Thanks for watching.